In the divided Vanguard Kingdom, power is a blade and daughters are bargaining chips. Lady Cora Blackthorn, 20 years old with hair white as untouched snow and eyes the pale blue of a coming storm, has spent 10 long winters exiled on a humble farm far from the capital Amberfall. Her father, Lord Garrion Blackthorn, General of the Southern Armies, has never forgiven her for the death of her mother in childbirth. To him, Cora is a living wound. He sent her away at 10, placing her under the protection of Bastion, his most loyal guard, and Bastion's wife Alia. There, in secret, Cora learned the forbidden arts of the bow, the dagger, and the hunt skills that would one day save her life. Her fragile peace shatters when a royal messenger thunders onto the farm with a sealed scroll bearing the family crest, 2 swords crossed behind a shield, encircled by the motto "Never Yield." The king himself has commanded her marriage to Lord Garrion Darkmoor, the ruthless general of the northern armies. The wedding will take place in 1 month within Amberfall's walls. Garrion's estate in Nordvaar will become her new prison. There is no debate, duty demands obedience. Cora's hands tremble as she breaks the crimson wax. Her father's cold words offer no comfort, only command. She is to be bound to a man whispered about in fear, a masked killer who shows no mercy on the battlefield. Garrion receives the news in the king's golden throne room like a sentence of death. Masked since 16. When battle tore half his face away, he has used the black steel barrier to frighten suitors and silence talk of marriage. He wants no wife, no heirs, only the cold loyalty of his northern soldiers and the safety of his people. The king's gift, 3 full winters without summons, tastes like poisoned honey. It buys time, but at the cost of his freedom. Still, he rides south with 100 men, dreading the chains about to close around his neck. Cora returns to Amberfall a stranger in her own home. Her brother Rex, heir to their father's title, greets her with formal warmth. His wife Xenia, fiery-haired and sharp-eyed, offers unexpected kindness and scandalous advice on the marriage bed. All men love having their dick sucked, Xenia whispers, teaching Cora ways to please without full surrender. Cora's first night back is spent trembling, staring at the mirror, wondering if the ruthless masked lord will be gentle or cruel. The wedding day arrives like a funeral. Cora is laced into a monstrous white gown that swallows her frame. She walks the aisle alone, veil trembling, while Garrion waits in full general's uniform, sword at his hip, mask hiding everything but the hard line of his mouth. The kiss is swift, almost angry. Before the applause fades, Garrion declares they leave immediately. No feast. 10 days ride to Nordvaar. Cora changes into the black riding leathers Bastion and Alia secretly gifted her, complete with thigh sheaths for her daggers, and mounts her wild black stallion, Zeus. The beast tolerates no one but her. The road north tests them both. Cora's bold gallop ahead ignites Garrion's fury. He drags her into the forest, pins her against a tree, and growls that she will stay at his side. The command echoes her father's voice. Cora's body shakes with remembered lashes, 3 stripes across her back at age 9 for stealing kitchen bread to feed starving orphans. The humiliation of being branded a thief by her own blood still burns. Garrion sees the terror and something inside him shifts. He pulls her into his arms instead, murmuring she is safe with him. For the first time, the mask feels heavy, and the ruthless general begins to wonder the woman he was forced to marry might be the one person who can see past it. At camp, Cora silences every doubt. While Garrion's men fail to track deer, she slips into the forest with bow and arrow, drops 2 animals with lethal precision, and returns carrying meat. The soldiers stare in awe. Even Mika, Garrion's teasing second in command, is impressed. Garrion watches his new wife with growing hunger and respect. She moves like a predator, calm and deadly, Yet her hands are gentle when she later strokes Zeus's muzzle and feeds him apples from her own bag. She is no pampered southern lady. She is steel wrapped in silk, and every day she surprises him more. In Bellin City, the tension finally snaps. After a long day's ride, they share the inn's only hot bath. Garrion keeps his mask on, but his hands are gentle as he undoes Cora's braid. Desire flares. That night, naked in the dark, Cora acts on Xenia's lessons. She takes Garrion into her mouth, shattering his legendary control. He moans her name like a prayer. To protect her reputation and fool any spies her father might have planted, Garrion later cuts his own palm and lets blood stain the sheets, faking the consummation. When he discovers the whip scars on her back, his rage toward Lord Therion burns cold and deep. He vows one day the man will pay. The true crisis strikes on the treacherous forest shortcut. While Cora gathers wild raspberries, bandits surge from the trees. A blade presses to her throat. Garrion's world stops. He and his men slaughter the camp at dawn, but Cora is already gone. Using a candle flame, she burned through her ropes despite blistering wrists, freed her legs with her hidden dagger, and ran. She crossed an icy river on a badly twisted ankle, limped into the northern town of Ravenmoor wearing nothing but her cloak, and claimed her title as Lady Darkmoor. The guard laughed in disbelief. A kind woman named Nara took her in, fed her, and believed her story. When Garrion rides through the gates, relief crashes over him like a tidal wave. He finds Cora pale and exhausted by the fire. The doctor treats her burns and binds her ankle. That night, no more promises to wait. In their room at the inn, they finally consummate their marriage raw, passionate, and honest. Cora gives herself completely. Garrion claims her with fierce tenderness, then pulls out at the last moment, still not ready for the children that would bind them forever to the king's games. For the first time, the mask feels like it might one day come off. The final days on the road bring unexpected intimacy. Hidden beneath Garrion's cloak while riding, his fingers slip between her thighs and bring her to a silent, shaking release. Cora offers to help with winter preparations, making candles, curing meat. Garrion refuses to let her join the dangerous border patrols, calling it too risky. Mika later calls him and asks for speaking to his wife like a subject. Garrion apologizes, something he has never done before. He admits he is not yet ready to show his face, but promises soon. At sunrise on the 10th day, the snow-capped fortress of Nordvaar rises against the mountain like a promise of home. Banners bearing the North Star snap in the wind. The city erupts in cheers. People line the streets, bowing, waving, calling blessings on their lord and his new lady. For the first time in her life, Cora feels something like belonging. Mika leaps from his horse and kisses his wife Soma with open, unashamed passion, a love so free it makes Cora's heart ache with longing. Garrion lifts Cora into his arms and carries her up the fortress stairs to their private chambers, refusing to let her limp on her injured ankle in front of his people. Steam already curls from the bath. They undress without words. In the hot water, Cora straddles him, riding him with newfound confidence while his hands and mouth worship every inch of her. They shatter together, bodies slick, hearts open. For a few precious hours there is no king, no war, no mask, only husband and wife discovering each other. Yet shadows remain. Garrion still fears bringing children into a world where the king would use them as pawns. Cora still wakes from nightmares of bandits and her father's whip. The black steel mask sits on the table, waiting. 3 winters of fragile peace stretch ahead. In that time, Can a ruthless lord and an exiled lady heal each other's scars? Can love born from duty and forged in fire become strong enough to defy crowns, bandits, and the ghosts of the past? Or will the chains of never yield drag them under before the snow melts? This is the story of Cora and Garrion, a forced marriage that began with fear and command, but quickly became something neither expected: partnership of equals. A passion that burns through masks, and a love that just might be worth fighting for. The journey north has only just begun. The real battles for trust, for healing, for a future free from the king's grip are only now starting.